नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Tanidars, Kotaris, everyone sitting with us through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us: Surrey, Canada, Singapore, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, China, San Jose, Madurai, and many more cities. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. We'll enter into the Isha Upanishad, third sloka. Asuryā nāme te lokā andhena tamasā'vṛtāḥ tāṁs pretyābhigacchanti yeke cātma-hano janāḥ. I'll expand on how saying no impacts you and others, and how saying yes inspires you and others. Listen. Always no to life is said out of ignorance. Always no to life is said out of ignorance. Unconsciously listen. Whether it is an individual level or a level of a social leader, political leader, or decision maker, any level. I hear in the newspapers, in the internet, again and again, the various scams. At the level of decision makers in various countries, the politicians or the bureaucrats, just for the sake of the bribe they get, they are compromising the health of the common man. The second quality, not the very best things are made available to common man just because some money they get as bribe, whether it is in the field of pharmaceutical drugs or even in the field of food industry. The best is not made available to human beings, common mass. The quality is reduced, sometimes even dangerous, risky things are done. sometimes knowingly dangerous things are done by paying some bribe to the bureaucrats or politicians or officials. They also, just for the sake of that money, accept the money and allow this. These are all saying no to life. Listen. But unfortunately, the stupid fellow who accepts the money, he also doesn't enjoy. He stores it, stashes it in some tax haven, some remote island, which he never enjoys till his death. So for something which he is never going to enjoy, he is saying no to so many people's life. Understand? This is one small example I am giving. If you look in and study your life, all the difficulties you are facing, understand? I'm saying, including the poverty imposed upon you, I tell you, in this century, 21st century, no need for poverty. We have awakened a critical mass of the human population to work and produce enough of food, clothes, shelter, medical care for the whole population of planet Earth. Please understand. In this century, we have awakened enough of that critical mass, actually 2% of the human population. If it decides to work 8 hours a day in a very disciplined way, we can produce everything needed for the whole population of the planet Earth. Food, shelter, clothes, and medical care. These 4 basic things. And we have awakened more than that percentage in this century. Then why? Why is still there poverty? There is poverty for these 4. If some way you don't have access to these 4, be very clear. It is just because decision makers saying no to life. Decision makers saying no to life. The only way the problem can be solved, more and more people who consciously say yes to life should become decision makers. It cannot happen by revolution. No. No revolution will do this, because usually the people who lead revolution are always again the people who say no to life. It can happen only by evolution. It is never going to happen by removing the people who are having power and replacing somebody else. Making everyone powerful. Raising more and more people to say yes to life. I am attending some of the basic understandings about life. When I look into the Vedic tradition and the lifestyle, there was not at all so much talk about work. Working 8 hours a day was not lifestyle in Vedic tradition. Work was never more than 3 to 4 hours per day. But so much was available. So much was available for everyone. For everyone. Because decision makers were always saying yes to life. Decision makers enjoyed people having abundance instead of the wealth being locked in their treasury under their control, because decision makers were not feeling so insecure and possessive in Vedic tradition. Please understand, when Bhagavatam describes 16,000 golden palaces existed in Dwaraka, for each citizen they had a golden palace, it is true. Not just perception or fact, it is truth. Because Krishna never felt insecure. And it was done by his great space which says yes to life. Above all, Dwaraka was soft power city, not hard power. Please understand, Dwaraka was city made of immigrants. City made of immigrants means whoever loved Krishna, whoever wanted to be with him, they all gathered around him and they created their own heaven. Please understand, it was not hard power, means people existed and Krishna became king and he controlled everyone. No. He hated to be in the space of hard power. That is the reason he has to leave Vrindavan. He could have become king of Mathura after killing Gamsa. He said, no, no hard power. He handed over the kingdom to Gamsa's father. He said, no, no hard power. I am going to a place where people who love me will gather around me, who want to celebrate life around me, they will gather around me. Only soft power. And the whole Narayani Sena was volunteers of Narayana, devotees of Narayana, disciples of Krishna, followers of Bhagavan. Understand? Saying yes to life. All corruption, whether it is in the physical level, mental level, please understand, mental level corruption means spreading lies, which some of the media houses does because of their vested interests. It is mental level scam, psychological scam, information scam. So understand, whether it is a physical level scam or mental level scam, conscious level scam, that is spreading lies as religion. Some of the strong lies spread as a religion, especially when you are talking something about what will happen to an individual after death. Just recently, the other day, I was reading an article in the Facebook. A Catholic priest who was medically dead for more than 40 minutes. went to some space and came back, and he declares, God is woman. And God is female. We have known this for centuries, understand. We have known this for centuries. Ultimately, in reality, he is beyond male, female, but in the truth level, he is female. Anyhow, if we are teaching some concepts which are not ultimate truth in the best possible way, it's a conscious scam. The last form of the divine you will experience is feminine. Understand? Before you experience the formless divine, the reality, the truth will be, from truth only you will jump into reality. The truth is God is Devi. The last form you will experience is Devi. It's only from her you will slip into formlessness, existence, which we call Mahadeva or Shiva, whatever name you want to use. God, superconsciousness. At various stages of samadhi, the last savigalpa samadhi, saguna samadhi, from which you will enter into nirvikalpa samadhi, the last saguna brahman you will realize is Mother, Devi. Listen. Whether it is physical, psychological, conscious, lies being spread, wrong things being spread is scam, and that is saying no to life. Saying no to life. Say yes to life as much as possible in every possible way. Understand? Even the healing science, the science behind how I heal and our thousands of healers are healing is nothing but the science of saying yes to life. Science of saying yes to life. People ask me, is organ donation accepted in Vedic tradition? I can very clearly say yes. Organ donation is perfectly accepted, supported, because it is again saying yes to life. Please understand. Only an enlightened body should not be touched, disturbed after they leave the body. It should be preserved as it is through the proper Vedic way of mummifying, the Jiva Samadhi process as described by Tirumular. Tirumular is Mahadeva using the body of a farmer who was taking care of his cows, who was bitten by the snake and dead, and all his cows were standing around him and crying. The story says there was a divine being going above the sky and saw the scene and decided to enter into that farmer's body and just to remove the sufferings of cows. I am telling you from my own authority, who can feel so compassionate for a Pashu? Only the Pashupati can feel so compassionate for Pashus. And only Pasupati can feel the sufferings of Pashus. He was only moving and he only assumed the body of Tirumular and came back to life, and he describes the whole science beautifully. Vedic way of mummifying the body, Jiva Samadhi. Only the enlightened beings' bodies should be properly preserved and Jiva Samadhi should be done. Other than that, any person, any normal person can write a will to donate his organs, and organ donation is accepted, and it is one of the best way to say yes to life. Yes to life. Let me expand on from different angle the same truth from this mantra, a practical, user-friendly way to use this verse. Whenever you make a conscious decision to say yes to life, listen. Whenever you make a conscious decision to say yes to life, all the other energies associated to life gets awakened in you. Understand? A simple dana means charity. You give some money for somebody's medical expense, or you give some food for somebody. Listen. Simple annadana awakens, because annadana is saying yes to somebody's life. He is suffering with hunger. Hunger is considered as one of the disease in Ayurvedic tradition. Giving food is curing the disease. The moment you give food, you say yes to his life, and I tell you, immediately the life energy in your stomach will be awakened. Anybody, please understand, as an authority on this cosmic science, the science how the cosmic energy works as the authority on the Dharma, with all my integrity, authenticity, I am declaring, I am revealing this truth. Please understand. Whenever you share food, do annadana, you say yes to somebody's life, and the life energy in your stomach is awakened. So any disease related to your stomach is healed. Same way, whenever you do Vaidya Dana, it is one of the very powerful dana in the Vedic tradition, means giving money or supporting somebody in his medical care, a poor person who can't afford, providing medical care for that person through medicines or whatever surgery, or providing whatever is necessary for his medical care. It's called Vaidya Dana. I tell you, if you are suffering with heart problem, do Vaidya Dana of a poor patient who is suffering with the same heart problem. Do Vaidya Dana. I guarantee the life energy in you will be awakened. Your recovery will be so fast. You will be healed so quickly. I have seen the benefit of Vaidya Dana in my life in many ways. Whenever I prescribe to devotees to do Vaidya Dana, or I myself did for some devotees, it has helped a lot. Helped a lot. Many people were supposed to die, did not die. Their life got elongated just by Vaidya Dana, I tell you, from my experience. Because the moment you say yes to somebody's life, the life energy in you wakes up to that yes. It wakes up to that yes. Whenever your life energy wakes up to yes, simply your body heals. All dana, please understand, all dana is saying yes to life. Still now I follow. Whenever I go to the sacred places, I'll do all the great danas need to be done. Of course, nowadays we don't collect as an individual item like a cow or gold, cloth. I give it as huge charity to sadhus or poor people. Even if the poor comes in the garb of sadhus, anything. Poor coming in the garb of sadhus is much better than poor becoming thieves. So don't deny anybody who comes in the garb of sadhus, give them. At least with the garb of sadhus, slowly you will pick up the sadhu qualities. Even now, I never miss the opportunity to say yes to life. And I wanted to tell all my devotees, my followers, even when you are going in your car or whatever, how much ever you can. If you are going in two-wheeler or car, always keep in your bag some change, whatever you can. Don't miss a single beggar in any traffic signal. Please understand. Thousands of people may say, oh, don't encourage begging, don't give. They become drug addicts, they misuse this money, so many things. That is their problem. Understand? By giving, you say yes to life. And I tell you, when you start giving from this context, by giving this dana, I am saying yes to his life, you will see the life energy. Saying yes to life will be awakened not only in you, even in him. I have transformed so many people who received from me just by giving some money or support. I have transformed so many people. Understand? Because the context from which I am giving is saying yes to life. Don't bother about all the other stupid theories. Whether you go to a temple, whenever the tradition says, these 5 people, you should never meet empty-handed or say no. These 5 people you should always give something. 1, a child. Whenever you meet a child, see a child, always share something. And a pregnant woman who is carrying one more life. Whenever you see her, always share something. And a beggar in the street or anywhere, person who is in need, poor, always share something. 4th, a sadhu, always share something. 5th person, you should not go meet empty-handed. You should always give something, is Guru. Tradition says these 5 people, you should always share something, offer something, because this is saying yes to life. And I tell you, you will never become poor by saying yes to life and sharing. You will never become poor. Go on sharing. You will be showered. You will be showered. Just yesterday, to one of my Mahant, I was telling, I gave her the asana, means the traditional seat for the branch she is going to be in charge. That time I said, behave as a princess and be the princess. Whether you go to a temple or anywhere, always offer, share, give how Swamiji gives. That way, give. And I told her, you will always receive it. Never have insecurity. You will always receive it. You will be showered. Because whenever you share, especially from this context, saying yes to life, I am saying yes to life by sharing, by giving. Understand? Dana, charity, sharing is one of the highest form of saying yes to life. Whether it is sharing of food, sharing of clothes, sharing of knowledge, or sharing of enlightenment itself. Dana is one of the greatest way of saying yes to life. And by giving dana from this context of saying yes to life, you will awaken the life energy not only in you, even the person who is receiving. So, always say yes to life. Yes to life. Saying yes to life. Constantly sharing from the context of saying yes to life will awaken so much of life energy in you. So much of life energy in you. Wherever you get a chance to say yes to life, do it. Do it. I don't even bother about the security. I'll always keep notes, changes, coins in the car. Wherever the signals, car stops, any poor or beggars I see, that's the only time I touch money. Always giving with the context, from the context of saying yes to life. Please understand. Go on sharing as much as you can from the context of saying yes to life. Saying yes to life. And these 5 people, a child, pregnant woman, a beggar, or a sadhu, and guru. These 5 people, you should never go and meet empty-handed. You should always go. Whenever you see them, always share something. With this clear context of saying yes to life. Saying yes to life. And whichever position you are in, you may be a social leader, bureaucrat, religious leader, spiritual leader, or a political leader. Let all your decisions be always based on saying yes to life. You will have so much of blessings, strength, security showered on you by the cosmos. Sharing and giving is one of the important way of saying yes to life. Even when I heal somebody, I just say deep yes to life. That's all. Their biomemory also picks up the truth of saying yes to life. And when that biomemory picks up the fire of yes to life, it suddenly starts healing itself. So much of healing, so much of recovery, so much of health happens. And I tell you, say a deep yes to life. That is the essence of all these three verses of this first Upanishad, Isha Upanishad. Say a deep, powerful yes to life. And never say no to life. All your fears are nothing but saying no to life. All your fears are nothing but saying no to life. Say a powerful, deep yes to life. So, today in the temple, we are starting, of course, all over the world in the Sangha, the whole ashram and the whole Sangha. We are inaugurating, starting Rajarajeshwari Brahmotsava. Celebration of Devi, feminine consciousness. After 10 a.m. today, we will be raising the Brahmotsavam Dvaja flag, Brahmotsava Dvajarohanam, flag hoisting of Brahmotsava. You can see live on Nithyananda TV, and all the IA participants can also participate. It's a beautiful ceremony to start celebrating Devi as Rajarajeshwari. With this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing, living Advaita, eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapītam, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.